Hello, friends, and welcome back to another journey that I've concocted for us, where I take us through the deathly hallows of corn and cringe. I'm, of course, talking about a store known as Spencer's Gifts. Now, if you're a parent or a regular person by societal standards anyway, and you saw this amalgamation of colors and lights in passing, you wouldn't think too much of it. You know, you take a glance, see some quirky t-shirts with Lit and Riz and Skibbity Ohio and all the cool shit that the kids are saying, as well as some of their favorite Animu characters on shirts doing their iconic poses, and you would walk right on past. You might take a trip to the front of the store, and for most, that's where the adventure ends. But for those of us with a daring spirit, we know the true depths of this store's influence, and it's not good. Yes, I am of course speaking of the apparel section of the store, where Nightmare by Christmas and Kingdom Hearts are strewn about haphazardly to entice all of the women that still live in their emo phase and all of the boys who live on the internet that want to attract the women that are in their emo phase. Meandering a little bit past that is the Pierce Nation sign, where you can get haphazardly made jewelry, or in some cases, surgical steel jewelry that you only have to spend a menial price of $599.99 for a single labret. Septum piercings galore. You're not sure if any of it is safe for human use. Narrowly making your way down these crushed corridors and scurrying past a man that you're not sure if he's too old to be in the store or too old to be where he is in the store, hanging out by the lava lamps and the electro balls, because Spencer has those among a cavalcade of lights that usually are a stop sign or some form of I'm incredibly horny and I need people to know that fact. We have the mugs. Now, there are some normal mugs that can show off your fandoms, like The Office or Sonic the Hedgehog or whatever pop culture thing is happening this month on Netflix. But then there's also what I like to call the Redditor section, where you have such hilarious quotes on your mug as "Kiss my butt," "I am the boss," "Coffee makes me poop," or "Don't touch me please," "Good morning asshole." Where else in the world are you going to find such riveting quotables as Spencer's Gifts? Making our way to the furthest reaches of this store is the adult section. Now, oddly enough, most of the bipedal cryptids that are meandering back here are gonna be starkly between the ages of 12 and 16. You may see a couple of sexless adults pretending like they get ass, randomly picking things up and putting them back down in an attempt to seem human like the rest of us. However, these are always the people that out themselves because they're either extremely interested or they're trying to act nonchalant to seem cool in a store full of other adults that are also in that same section. I don't know, it's a weird dynamic. But back here is especially fun in Spencer's because there's nothing guarding the adult section from non-adults. There also is not a store age limit. So if you want to come in here with your 4-year-old, they're gonna be exposed to a whole bunch of shit very early on, and that's gonna cause you to have some very uncomfortable conversations on the way back home in the Honda Pilot. Now, once you've picked up your lube and your 1 AAA battery required bullet, you can head back up to the front, where you will be greeted by one of the lovely store associates who has a shirt with just more of that gut-busting humor that the store is known for. Once you have given up your hard-earned taxed dollars on these super taxed products, you make your way out of the store, and a feeling of regret and self-hatred washes over your entire body. Now go home and enjoy your experience with all your new lights jingly bits, warming lube, cringy humor mug, and have yourself a swell afternoon.